Alright guys, today we will be ranking Sonic the Hedgehog / characters YouTube channel like Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic himself, maybe some of the Chaotix. This is a little on the biased side, but I will try my best not to be biased. Metal Overlord. Okay, so the reason why Metal Overlord is at number 9, he's not a bad YouTuber. I wouldn't put these at the top in their listing if I didn't like watching them. I really do enjoy watching his videos, but sometimes his audio when he talks can be a little bit loud, and sometimes, I will admit, sometimes Robo Voice does get a little bit out of hand, but he does do a very good Metal Sonic impression, and I'd say he does some of the better versions of a Metal Sonic impression that I've heard so far. I've come across a lot of people. He does a very good impression of Metal Sonic. I'd say it's one of the best. But his reactions are not bad, and I definitely recommend all these people I would recommend you watch. And there's even one that on the list, it's kind of sad to say that they aren't posting anymore. But we will see in the future one day if they will ever come back. Alright, that's the first one, Metal Overlord. No bias. Speedy Blue / Sonic. Okay, Speedy Blue is on the 8th category because I haven't actually seen enough videos to really rank him high enough. So he might change later in the years to come if I make another list. But right now I'm going to put him in the 8th spot, but he is in between, I'd say Shadow, the Hedgehog, and him. He does do a very good Sonic impression. I will admit that he has one of the better Sonic impressions. He does do very good VR chat videos. I very much do like him. I just wish he would collab more with the other YouTubers I'm about to mention. And he is good. I say you could replace him and the Shadow of the Hedgehog channel. Could be intertwined or replaceable on the listing. But I think you can guess which one's next down. Shadow the Hedgehog YouTube channel. Okay, Shadow is on here because I'll admit that even though he's the main person who runs the channel, he's good for, I guess you could say, some kind of times voice acting. I will admit his Shadow impression needs a lot of work. I'm not slandering his acting, and I'm not being a hater, because he is actually one of the most funny ones on the list. I just, for the fact, I don't hear Shadow has... Shadow does have that voice sometimes, but if he's supposed to be modern Shadow, I'd feel like he'd have a deeper voice. I don't see that kind of voice in Shadow. His channel is definitely edgy. He's more in the section of, I'd say, Sonic Adventure 2 kind of Shadow, which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing. Just think it could use a little bit more work. He's getting there, and I definitely think he has potential. And for the fact, he does do very good storytelling with his VR chat series. And I'm still watching those. They are very good. This is one of the few channels on the list I've actually watched a lot of the videos, and I can have a very concrete understanding. He is good at it being a Shadow. I just think he should improve a little bit on the voice and make it a little bit more deeper. Don't use a voice changer. Actually practice overall. But you can still use your voice, and it is impressive that you're able to do that. I couldn't do that, and I'm very impressed, and thank you for making some good memories for your fans and for the future, so on and so forth. Silver the Hedgehog YouTube channel. Alright, Silver the Hedgehog. Just like Shadow, he does have the better voice for Silver. I'll admit he does sound like the character he's trying to play. He's a lot better, I will admit. Please, people, don't. I'm not hating on Shadow. I do like his content. Silver Hedgehog is just. I don't know if he's been around longer than Shadow. He does have his moments of funniness. He doesn't do rat reactions or stuff like Shadow does, which is what I think Shadow actually feels the most prominent. Is why I think I might, and I can interchange a lot of these bottom characters a little bit. Besides maybe Metal Overlord, I think I'll keep him at that place. But Silver the Hedgehog, he's a good YouTuber, a lot of fun to watch, but he does get, and I will admit, the new gender bend character Sylvia the Hedgehog is a very adorable character, and she's one of my favorite of the gender bends. And I really do like how these channels still promote something that an older channel on here still or revolutionized for them, like Sonica, Shadina, Sylvia, Tail, like a female Tail, female Knuckles, and just stuff like that is just what makes these channels special. They have their own unique merit, and they have their own unique ways of making them feel unique. These channels have special places in people's heart. I do not think people need to hate on these channels, even if controversy does pop up. If it's a big controversy, yes, I'd say bring it up. If they say, for example, if any of them are copying or stealing people's videos, and not doing reactions, or like just blatantly copying and pasting the video, I'd say that they're not going to be on the list. And I know there's some channels who've done that, and even like Mr. Beast, how much terrible thing he's done now, I still think I would never put him on any more top 10 lists I'd ever do in the future. But I'm not talking about Mr. Beast. Silver has had his controversy come up recently. I don't really care about controversy. Never was a fan of Mr. Beast. I am a fan of Silver's channel. I thought he was very cool. He's also a thing that kind of made me like Silver a lot. I thought Silver was always the character that got the most picked on in the Sonic community, and I never really found out why. Silver was a cool character to have. And I'd say he had one of the better collabs with one of the other channels that's going to be on this list. Obviously, Speedy Blues collabs, he has had amazing with them. And obviously his Sonic Boom stuff, his own series he's worked on, and some of his reactions are very good. I'd say give him a check and watch his channel, and have a good day. Charmy the Bee and the Chaotic Crew. So Charmy is a very good little YouTuber. He is one you can't really hate on. He is good, and I definitely can see his channel growing a lot more than most of the other channels on this list. I think he's the channel on here that has the most potential. He is living up to what Tails and Sonic Pals were. He has all the funny jokes that Tails and Sonic Pals used to have, along with every other guest star happening every day. This is what made Tails and Sonic Pals so special. And Charmy and the Chaotic Crew fill that void in that community's chest and mine more than any of them. I very much suggest you check his channel out the most. He still records, and he's one of the most people you could go to, I'd say, but sad part is, I think he is not really the last. He is one probably on this list. I think I put him in the most wrong spot on the list. But these other people have just a little bit more of an importance to them. Again, Charmy, I like your videos, and please have a good day. You are, and still are, one of the best little YouTubers out there. Have a good day. Emerald Masters. Alright, Emerald Master, one of the legendary channels on this list. Emerald Master is one of those channels who's been around for a very long time, and one of the channels who's actually stayed around. Emerald Master is a very fun channel, and I will admit, Bare Knuckles and Shadow are better than the ones from the actual Shadow the Hedgehog channel. The Shadow in this version actually sounds like Shadow. He's edgy. He's not too edgy. He's badass, I'd say. But yes, he is one of the better channels. I will admit, you definitely need to go watch his channel if you actually want a good fun time. They have good videos, good fights, and good reaction videos, more than some of the channels in the topper list. Well, actually, more on the bottom list than top list. A lot of the top lists are actually slightly better, but they are in the top 4 of the list, and not even in, because they've been around the longest between most of these channels. But he's not the oldest, and he's not one of the lists I'd put above the next contender.
Quickest hedgehog around. Got ourselves a situation, stuck in a new location without any explanation. No time for relaxation. Don't wait, don't think. Just go, 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 go. Sonic, he's on the run. Sonic, he's number 1. Sonic, he's coming next, so watch out for Sonic. Gotta go fast.
Alright, gotta go fast. One of the top 3 in the list, and for a very good reason. He is by definition one of the best Sonic YouTubers out there that you can watch. He is funny, he has the most jokes, and he's by far one of the best ones that are one of the best Sonic the Hedgehogs on YouTube that are still active. There are some that aren't active anymore, and okay, so I'm gonna come clean. I'm not gonna be ranking any of the lower class, because then I'd have an 100-year tier list. I'll make an honorable mention in a post later, but back to Gotta Go Fast. He's made gaming videos, reaction videos are his main thing, and that's the thing I actually always watch. Whenever I have time when I'm off school, I actually go and watch some of his videos. His videos are very funny, very, very rewatchable. One of the most channels you can actually go back and rewatch and not get bored of seeing. He has a very good Sonic impression that just sticks with you. He's a mixture of Boom and I'd say a little bit of Sonic X. Not too childish, but then not too adult sounding. That's what he is, and that's what I like about his channel. He's not a typical channel. He's the channel that actually, he cares for all the subscribers, and he actually tries to engage with other people. That's what makes him special. That's what makes all these channels special. They entertain other people. I'm sorry if none of them are up to your standard. You can make your own ranking on your own time. This is just how I'd like to rank them. Gotta Go Fast is in the top because he is one of those channels who are special to me, because I remember watching him when I was little. He is, by definition, to me, one of the best Sonic channels you could watch that are still active, and he's one of the oldest you could find. And that for a fact, he's also one of the ones who got beaten by Sonica. Please, I want to see. We need a rematch. Give Sonic another chance. You give another chance to Sonic if he just gets one more race chance, please. But yeah, this guy has guest starred in a bunch of things, a bunch of animation, video. He just has one of the best Sonic impressions and one of the best Sonic channels that you can watch and constantly keep coming back to. And this is what makes him so special. But that's gonna wrap up this part. Well, not this part. Wrap up this section. So next part, you'll see who's in the top. And there's gonna be a little bit of thinking and changing. I'm definitely know who I'm putting in top 1 and top 2. And these are the ones I'm confidently saying I know most people will agree on and most people will disagree on probably. But I hope you enjoyed so far. And just hope you enjoyed. Sonic and Amy Squad. Alright, Sonic and Amy Squad. These guys are the newer people who've kind of came out of nowhere, no offense. But I'd say they've grown faster than most of the channels. And I'd say they've grown a little bit more than our last entry, Gotta Go Fast. Also, congrats on 1 million subscribers. I hope you guys continue. You have a very good squad, very good team, and your animation is one of the best I've seen. I've never actually seen a channel have animation like your channel. I'd really hope you continue your work, and much love to you guys. You are very, very, very good channel. You make very good reaction videos. I wish you kind of brought that back. You do very good Roblox videos, which is what you mainly do, and I actually do not mind. And you do good Minecraft videos. And I'm glad you actually brought more of the team around, like Knuckles, Tails, and Shadow. Because originally it was just Sonic and Amy, which is what the channel was named, why it's still called Sonic and Amy Squad. And I think the name fits it, but I think they should kind of rename it Sonic and Friends. Would be a little bit more feeling because it's not just Amy now, not just Sonic and Amy. But the channel has a better ring to a Sonic and Amy Squad. But I'd say they are one of the best. And they deserve to be on the top 2 spot. Because they've grown the fastest, and they've improved the fastest, and they're making new memories that aren't brain rot like some of the other channels I've watched. Talking about you Skibby Toy, get away from me. I'm not into that stupid stuff. Alright, number 1 spot, Tails and Sonic Pals. These guys are, I'm just gonna say it, they earned this spot. It's very sad that Bulma Bunny doesn't post on the channel anymore. Yes, Bulma Bunny was the creator of this. But now that I've heard kind of what happened, I don't blame her for retiring. Apparently for what that I know of, and I encourage you to actually go see the post from Gotta Go Fast, because I don't think it's my right to say it out loud on here. But people can be very rude to people who they don't know. And this is why people can't have nice things. But I'm gonna get off the sad topic. Tails and Sonic Pals used to be one of the tiniest channels on the platform. We used to have 40 subs until people actually started giving him a chance. When they gave him a chance, that's when they blew up. And it's sad to say that they are no longer on the channel and they don't post anymore, and it's still kind of sad. But Tails and Sonic Pals left a legacy that no other channel, or no other Sonic channel that I know of, have filled the gap. We've had channels that's kind of filled the gap on him, like Sonic and Amy Squad, Gotta Go Fast, are the ones who filled it the most, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But Tails and Sonic Pals are of a channel that needs no really introduction at this point. People do want him back. But as sad as it says, I don't think she's ready to come back. And I've heard she's happy. And that's all that matters, that the person who gave so much for other people to be happy is happy now. That's what matters. That's what she needs. She is one of the best people, if I ever met her. I can imagine that I've heard from her friends. She's one of the nicest people you could meet. She didn't deserve to get those messages that I've heard of, that Gotta Go Fast has said. I don't know much because I've only seen the post. But Emerald Master and Gotta Go Faster channels that are part of them, they've kept Tales of Sonic Powers' legacy slowly, and I'd say they're growing as fast as they need to. They are, sadly, like I said a bunch of times, they are no longer posting. But the thing is, they have a channel of a kind of introduce the gender bends. Remember the fact there's a lot of characters in this list that don't actually use these names. People obviously use Sonica and Shadina. But Sonica wasn't, even though Sonica originally was made on DeviantArt, Tales and Sonic Powers are a channel that made these characters actual characters. Is why I think of these guys as the main people who know who Sonica is. She is one of the best. You can actually say Bumble Bunny made these characters relevant to the Sonic community. And I know of people who even just make fan versions of a female Sonic or female Tails automatically that I've heard of. Assume they're Sonica and Tailsico. And by the way, I really wish these gender bent names like Jamie Rose, gender bent of Amy Rose, Shadina, obviously Shadow, because she's just one of the ones who stayed popular. Tailsico obviously is a female Tails. And Duxie's obviously a female Knuckles. And Rogue is a male version of Rouge. But this is what we never asked, but what made their channel special. This is what made them them. And this is what the hardest point I said, they have deserved the #1 spot on the list. Thank you guys so much for watching if you did. But Tales and Sonic Pals are the channel you need to go watch more than me. You need to go watch all these channels. I'd say you can skip Metal Overlords, Speedy Blue, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Silver. But I'd still give them a check. They aren't bad YouTubers. They are just people who are trying their best and they have succeeded in their own way. I'd say give most people and most fans and their gratitude to maybe their friend's channel who's sadly gone, to Gotta Go Fast and Charmy and Emerald Master. They're people who kind of suffered more when they lost a friend on their channel. Because it does hurt. It hurts when you lose a friend. But Gotta Go Fast and the people on that kind of crew, thank you so much for making all of these memories for me. And have a good day. Goodbye.